People are asking me all the time, why am I so angry? And I've noticed even in a more general sense, out there in the blogosphere, people on the right repeatedly going on about how people on the left are so angry. Now, I don't belong to any particular political party. No responsible political party would let me hang around with them. But in general terms, I think it's safe to classify me as being on the loony left end of the spectrum. So, in answering the question, why so angry, I have to consider that the people who ask tend to come into two main camps. One, people who just seem to genuinely not understand anger as a response, and two, those supercilious twats who just want to act like they have the high moral ground. Just a message for this second group, the obnoxious pricks who couldn't challenge a diseased weasel for moral or intellectual superiority. Fuck you in the neck with a butter knife, buddy! But the simplest explanation I can think of for why be angry. People in power probably should understand that people who don't have power, who feel like they're being held back and not getting what they want, they tend to get angry. Now, the scale of the anger is usually, but not always, along with the scale of what you're being deprived of. Now, if you're the one holding the power, you don't need to necessarily agree with the disenfranchised masses about what they should be getting, but if you claim to not even understand why they're angry, well, you don't really score very high on the perception meter, let alone the empathy meter. That's a little abstract, and I guess I could tie it to specific political issues, but what's the point? They're political issues, and when it comes to politics, people on both the left and the right tend to just toe the party line rather than look at things objectively. And it gets to the stage that stealing an election, launching an unjustified invasion based on lies, continuing to lie about pretty much everything, apparently being completely unable to face reality, trampling on the rights of your own citizens when you get bored with trampling on other countries, repeatedly breaking the law, and that's according to the Supreme Court, not some loony lefty, applying abhorrent double standards to almost everything imaginable, promoting indiscriminate abduction, torture and murder, the lives of thousands of your own soldiers and billions of your taxpayers' dollars, not even coming close to caring about killing tens of thousands of foreigners. All of these things are seen as forgivable because they're done by your guy. I can't think of any sensible or morally defensible reaction apart from anger. You know one thing that bugs me, apart from all those other things? The denial of past behaviour. Acting as if you must always support the president, like the Conservatives really supported Clinton. Clinton got heaps of shit for just saying you should let gays in the military. Bush gets thousands of soldiers killed, largely because of mismanagement and crap political decisions, and you get Conservatives saying ex-generals shouldn't speak out against him. Clinton gets heaps of shit for coming out and admitting that he smoked dope. Bush gets a free ride for being a cokehead drink driver. What's going on? Put simply, there are times when polite disagreement doesn't work for me. And I'd like to spend a little bit of time just defending the concept of anger. Anger doesn't have to be bad. Anger doesn't necessarily lead to violence. It can be very therapeutic. Look, if you can lead your life in a cloud of bliss and never get angry, good for you. Just don't gloat to me about it or I'll come around and punch you in the face. Wait, that would be bad anger. See, if I get that angry, I'll punch a punching bag I've got hanging in the garage. If you happen to be like 98% of the population who have to deal with horrible, stressful situations every day, if you live in denial about how it's making you feel, the pressure will build up until a blood vessel in your brain explodes. Isn't it better to have the occasional cathartic explosion of anger instead of having your brain explode? And thanks to the magic of the internet, if you're too polite to have the explosions yourself, you can just watch my videos and have me do it for you.